Welcome back to another video. The third episode of story which shows Naruto and Sasuke losing blood and chakra after their final battle at the Valley of the End. The rivals die before aid arrives, and the Biju decide to utilize one last gift from their father to offer Naruto and themselves another chance to make things right. Please hit that like button and that subscribe button. Let's jump right in. Fight me, Sasuke said as he stared down Naruto, who had just came home from training. Naruto studied Sasuke's face for a minute before saying, "Sorry, I don't feel like wasting my time, get stronger then talk to me," and then brushed past the boy. The statement only served to anger the boy as he attacked his comrade. Sasuke quickly moved forward, throwing his elbow at Naruto's head. The yellow-haired ninja though quickly sidestepped to his right and grabbed Sasuke's arm, bending it down while kicking out Sasuke's legs with his left leg, knocking the boy down and holding Sasuke's own fist to his face. Now team, I said later, I just came home from a hard day of training, harder than whatever you did, and I'm tired and hungry. Now leave me alone or I'll kick your ass with your own fist," Naruto said, still holding the boy down, his knee on Sasuke's chest preventing him from getting up, and Sasuke's fist still being firmly held in place, almost touching Sasuke's face. "How the hell did he get so strong? I can't even move," Sasuke thought to himself as he tried to struggle out of his orange-wearing teammate's grip, but to no avail. He was never this physically strong before, and I can barely breathe with his leg on my chest. What the hell is weighing it down so much? Sasuke sighed, still seething with rage, but knew when he was down. "Just get the hell off of me, dope," he said. "You are still wearing the weights that guy gave you, right? You're probably wondering about my speed and strength, and it's because I never take mine off except to get used to my new speed. I'm currently wearing weights right now," Naruto said as Sasuke got pissed, not thinking about wearing his weights on a mission. Sasuke just went outside to train more, not satisfied with himself. "Well, you two seem to be getting along just dandy," Kakashi said with an eye smile while reminiscing about his days with Obito as he watched the scene. "Hey Kakashi-sensei, do me a favor," Naruto said as his teacher looked at him a bit more serious. "What is it?" he asked the boy curiously. "Go talk to Sasuke, calm him down. He has a lot of hate in his life, and I know that you have a Sharingan. Maybe you could go and talk to him, maybe talk about the Uchiha who gave it to you. Just make sure he stays on the right path," Naruto said as Kakashi contemplated what Naruto said. "That's actually a good idea. Sasuke might like Obito. The two are very similar. It's worth a try," Kakashi thought to himself. "That actually isn't a half-bad idea. It's better than doing nothing, I guess," the Cyclops thought as he walked after his genin. Naruto, though, after sending his sensei after the little shit known as Sasuke, went to see if Tsunami had fixed dinner yet. "Hey Tsunami-chan," Naruto greeted with a smile as he entered the kitchen. "Oh, hello Naruto-kun, I haven't seen you all day. Have you been out training?" she asked, a little concerned for his well-being since he was still a child, or so she thought at least. "Yeah, I've been learning 2 new ninjutsu. I need to get stronger faster, so I'm working extra hard," Naruto said as he sat down watching the woman cook. "Wow, that's impressive, but why do you push yourself so hard? What's the point of training so hard? You're just a child. You should be living your life." Tsunami looked at Naruto with slight concern in her voice. "So this is what it's like to have a mother care for you," Naruto thought to himself, wishing his mother was still alive. "Well, you see Tsunami, I don't have much of a life back home because of something very out of my control. A lot of people hate me. At first, I needed to get stronger to defend myself, but now that I've lived a little I understand that that's not why I want to get stronger. I chose to get stronger because I want to protect the ones closest to me. In all honesty, I'm extremely strong, but I can't show my strength yet because it would raise a lot of alarms and I would be asked questions that I'm not ready to answer yet. It's not that I don't know the answers, it's that I can't answer them without seeming crazy," Naruto said, confusing the women even more with her answer. "So even though you're really strong, you still want to get stronger, yet you can't let people know how strong you really are? That seems counterintuitive. Why can't people know the truth about you?" Tsunami asked, now more interested in the little blonde boy who was protecting her father. "Honestly, I chose to keep my life more of a mystery because it helps me out. It'll make people underestimate me more because no one knows how strong I truly am, not even I know anymore. For all I know, I could be stronger than my sensei. But that doesn't mean anything. He has more years of experience than I do. He could kill me at any point because if he was actually serious about it, he could destroy me. Naruto said, not really answering her question. Okay, but I'm still confused. Why don't you just be yourself and let people know your true power? It's all confusing, I know, but everyone has their secrets. But I do what I do because it will benefit me and my future a great deal. I can't really explain it to you without leaving you more confused, but imagine this. Naruto stopped to take a breath. You know something really important, world-changing. Well, you can't tell anyone because you don't have real definitive proof, and people will think you are crazy. So what can you do? You get stronger, strong enough to make a difference, but keep this power secret for as long as you can because it will surprise your enemy. In a sense, that's what I'm doing. No one can know what I know. Hell, I shouldn't even be telling you any of this, but I feel a kind of warmth from you that makes me want to trust you. Maybe because I never had a mother of my own, and the warmth and kindness you give off just makes me feel homely and trust you, Naruto said, making Tsunami smile at the last statement. Naruto really shouldn't be saying anything, but he just needed to get things off his chest. I'm sorry you never had a mother of your own, but I know she would be proud of you. I bet your father is proud of you though, Tsunami said, trying to amend her mistake. Yeah. Naruto sighed. No one really knows anything. He keeps forgetting this. Tsusan is dead too. I lost both my parents the day I was born because of a tragedy. Naruto saw the horror on the woman's face and quickly recanted, but it's okay, don't be upset, you didn't know. It's just not something I talk about. My teammate Sasuke actually doesn't have any family either. They were massacred when he was a child in front of him. Me and him are just two peas in a pod full of despair, but it's all right because we're both getting stronger. Naruto said, promising the women and smiling at her, easing her worries. I'm glad things are better. Tsunami was obviously out of her comfort zone, not knowing what to say or do next. She was looking for an out when she heard water boiling. Now if you'll excuse me, I need to finish making dinner, Tsunami said, turning around getting back to the food. Naruto smiled and took his leave, hoping not to bother her anymore. The woman was pure and innocent. Naruto was happy to befriend her. It was at that moment that Kakashi walked in. Turns out you were right about Sasuke. Thanks for the idea. He seems to be doing better now. Still wants to murder his brother, but yeah, better. I talked with him about my friendship/rivalry with a boy named Obito, my teammate, and what happened, and that interested him. He doesn't have many stories about his family and knows he can come to me to learn more. Kakashi said. So how goes the jutsu training? Kakashi asked Naruto as he watched the young boy. Well, let's find out, Naruto said before making the ram seal and dispelling all his clones. Naruto, no. Kakashi tried to warn the boy, but it was too late. Naruto had dispelled a couple hundred clones all at once. Ouch. Motherfucker, Naruto said as he held his head in pain for a minute. After having a few minutes to adjust, he looked at Kakashi and said, follow me outside and tell me what you think. Kakashi was appalled to see Naruto adjust so quickly before remembering who and what exactly he housed before nodding, following his student. The two of them walked outside into a clearing. Now why don't you try taking down that tree first, Kakashi said, pointing at a decently thick tree. Futon, Seijutsu Kaziken, Wind Style, Faithful Wind Blade, Naruto said with a kunai in hand. With one quick slash of his arm, Naruto destroyed not just the one tree, but two trees, and cutting a third. Naruto looked up, grinning at the man, waiting to hear something. Kakashi was dumbfounded though. He's a natural at wind jutsu. I need to find Asuma when we get back. He can really help out Naruto, since wind is my weakest element. That's the downfall of having a strong lightning affinity. Minato. Kushina. You guys would be so proud of your son. Kakashi thought to himself as he thought of the man to help out the young blonde boy. Amazing progress, Naruto. I honestly have to say I'm appalled at your progress. For now, go get cleaned up and take the night off. Starting tomorrow, you will help watch Tazuna at the bridge. The man said as he rested his hand on the boy's innocent body as the two shared a moment unlike a father and son. Kakashi feeling prideful that he can pay back his debt to Minato by helping Naruto, and Naruto swimming with emotions of happiness as he started seeing the old Kakashi in this one standing in front of him. Naruto surprised the silver-haired ninja though when he rushed in for a hug while crying. "What did they do to you, Naruto?" Kakashi momentarily thought to himself as he saw one of the strongest people mentally that he knew break down on him. Kakashi returned the hug while Naruto said, "I'm sorry Kakashi sniff-sensei, I must look like a big baby crying and all." He said, "It's okay Naruto, the one secret of a ninja is that all ninjas cry at some point. It's what makes us human," he said while holding the kid while angry at his village for doing so much harm to a young innocent boy who was keeping them all alive. "Just know Naruto, I'm always here if you need to open up," Kakashi said before leading the child inside to let him clean up. Kakashi carried Naruto as if he was a small child and Naruto to his surprise fell asleep before they even got to the house. He gets so much hate from so many people and has so many expectations to look up to, and he even feels like he has to work even harder than everyone else and ignore the world to be better. But really Naruto, you're just a child, you don't need to try so hard, you need to loosen up some. The man thought to himself before he looked up and saw Tsunami in front of him. "Oh, I'm sorry, I was lost in thought, what was that?" he asked her, missing what she said. "Oh, I just wanted to make sure Naruto-san is okay," she said, showing her care for the child. "Yeah, he's fine, just tired. He has a lot on his plate and tries too hard to meet up to everyone's expectations, you know. He needs to remember that he's still a child even if he's an adult. Not many people know about Naruto's life, but he's had a really hard time and not that good of a go in life. He had a shitty start and it has only gotten worse. But even though his life has been so bad, he is literally one of the most positive, happy-go-lucky people I know. He's so positive and such a great guy," Kakashi said as he carried on talking about Naruto after he laid him on the couch, letting the boy sleep peacefully. "He told me a tiny bit about not having parents and people hating him, but why did he have it so hard?" the brunette asked the man as she became more and more curious about the small blonde enigma in front of her. "I can't tell you, unfortunately. It's not my secret to give, and there's a law punishable by death, so that's the other reason I cannot tell you," Kakashi answered her. "Well, anyways, I have to go and check on my other cute little students. Make sure he sleeps some, please, Ja-ni," he said before shunching away. Meanwhile, Sasuke was trying to run up his tree while Sakura was resting under hers, taking a break. The women had exhausted her reserves, seeing as they were non-existent. It didn't take long either. "God damn it. Why am I the last one to learn this?" The dope already knew this, and the stupid bitch got it on her first try, Sasuke thought in anger as he kept trying only to fail and get a mouthful of dirt. Sasuke looked up when he felt a soft but firm hand grab his shoulder. "What do you want, Kakashi?" the raven-haired boy said as he bit his tongue, holding back his anger that he was having at himself for failing. "Well, I figured you might need some help, and as you are my cute little student who is struggling with a basic technique, I figured I would come over and help," Kakashi said with an eye smile, only furthering to piss off the boy more. "Now first off, you need to calm down. Control your emotions. I can tell from looking at you right now that you are pissed off, and that's fine and all, but for this technique to work you need to control your emotions first." Kakashi then tightened his grip on Sasuke's shoulder a bit. "Now calm down and try it again," he finished before letting go of the boy's shoulder. Sasuke instinctively grabbed his shoulder as it hurt a little before he let go of it and tried his best to calm down. After a few minutes he opened his eyes and sprinted towards the tree. He got about 3/4 of the way up this time before he lost his concentration. When he hit the ground he smirked for doing better before getting his face serious again. "Any other tips? Once you can get to the top, I want you to just walk up and down the tree, make it second nature. Get used to the feeling of sticking to the tree without thinking about it." He then looked towards Sakura. "Also Sakura, I want you to keep walking up and down the trees also to raise up your pitiful chakra levels," Kakashi said before leaving. "Before this night is over I will have mastered this," the young Uchiha thought to himself before running up the tree, calmer than he was a few minutes ago as he focused on his goal. "This damn tree is just another obstacle in the way of beating you." And like this tree, I will also beat you for what you did to me, damn it, Sasuke thought to himself as he kept trying late into the night. Doing exactly what he said until he passed out on the ground from exhaustion, with a faint smile on his face. Naruto awoke suddenly as he felt sunlight hit his face. He looked around the house and noticed everyone was asleep, besides Kakashi, of course. Figuring that it was still early morning, he left a clone in his place and left the house to go do some training. He found an empty clearing and quickly filled it with clones who all knew what to do. They ran off to their own sections and started working while once more he did the physical work. He had 5 clones face him off as had to fight them simultaneously while he had his weights up, still not as heavy as Lee. That man is just insane. He liked the idea of this challenge and kept going while getting his ass kicked. He could barely move on his own, and every time he got up his clones would knock him back down. God, I must be stupid to be doing this, Naruto thought to himself as he kept trying and failing. Naruto, what are you doing? Kakashi said as he looked at the young boy getting beat by himself. Ugh, training, Naruto said before throwing some kunai, killing his clones. I upped my weights and told my clones to attack. As you can see, I'm failing horribly. He answered as Kakashi helped pick him up. And your other clones? More training, chakra control, techniques, katas for taijutsu, nothing much. Well, maybe you should get used to walking before fighting. You aren't helping yourself that much, Kakashi pointed out. Touché, but at the same time this is helping me build endurance, Naruto said jokingly as he struggled to stand. I can't stand being so weak. I have to get stronger. If I stay weak, then I can't protect the ones I love. And that's not acceptable to me, so I will keep pushing my limits to get stronger, Naruto said as he stared down his sensei. For my age, I might be strong, but it's not strong enough. I can never be strong enough, so I will always get stronger pushing the limits because there is never enough to learn, so either you help me train or leave because I have more work to do, Naruto said before turning around and making more clones to fight him. Actually, you're coming with me, and lower your weights, we might need that speed, the man said as Naruto listened, taking them off altogether. So where are we going? We gonna go find Zabuza and take him out together, Naruto said jokingly. Kakashi sweat dropped and shook his head before turning around and running as Naruto followed him. We're going to get Tazuna. We're on watch today while Sasuke and Sakura train. I believe that for now you will have a better chance against Zabuza's accomplice, and when Sasuke gets stronger the two of you will be able to beat the masked ninja, Kakashi said to Naruto as they slowed down to a stop outside of their client's house as they waited for the drunk bridge builder to finish getting ready and come outside. If only you knew how strong I really am, but for now I have to hide my abilities and stop Sasuke from getting his damn Sharingan. At least for a little while longer. If I can prolong him from getting it, that will stop Orochimaru from coming to the village. So how far along are the two? Sasuke finally finished tree climbing, so for now Sakura will focus on increasing her chakra levels to at least Genin reserves, while I help Sasuke with hand-to-hand fighting, Kakashi said before making a clone to go find Sakura and Sasuke to train them. Tazuna led the way to the bridge with Naruto and Kakashi in pursuit of the man, watching for any bandits that might need to be taken care of. The three walked in a peaceful silence to the bridge. Not a word was said. Once getting to the bridge, Naruto and Kakashi left to set up security while Tazuna got to work with his workers. Kakashi was watching Naruto carefully. As much as he trusted the young blonde, he still didn't know anything about him. He was a mystery wrapped in an enigma inside of another enigma. It just didn't make sense to him. How could one so young be so confusing and mysterious? I just want to atone for my sins, Naruto. Let me just help you. Talk to me. Let me be there for you. You don't need to hide your secrets from me. I can protect myself just as you can protect yourself, Kakashi thought to himself as they walked to the bridge, while Naruto acted like the child he was and kept asking Tazuna how a bridge was made and questions along those lines. One of these days, I will figure you out. Until then, I will help you grow into the man Minato would want to see. So Tazuna, do you think I'd be able to help you guys out with the bridge building? Naruto asked as he watched the other builders do various jobs. Honestly, most of it didn't seem that hard, and with his clones this bridge could be finished a lot faster. Why take 3 months to finish it if they could do it in mere days? Naruto thought to himself. I guess if you wanted, but I don't think there's much you can do all by yourself. Tazuna said as he looked at the little ball of energy in front of him. This one. So young, but so much joy in himself, and he's filled with so much happiness, just like Kaiser used to be. Tazuna thought to himself solemnly. Kagebunshin no Jutsu. A very familiar voice said, and Tazuna looked down to see over 50 Narutos in the clearing. What? What is this? Tazuna asked, confused. You know that I'm a ninja, and with this technique I can make solid clones who can help build and will learn and get better as they work. Don't you remember on the way to your house I made clones so we could escape, he said as Tazuna stared dumbfounded at Naruto. With his ability I have a full, free army of workers who can easily be replaced, and I don't need to worry if they die or get injured. Tazuna thought as he stared at Naruto with money symbols in his eyes as he thought about all the money he would save. Well, what's the wait? Let's hurry and get this bridge done, he said as he quickly made more clones. All right, boys, you know what to do here. Listen to this man and do as he says. Naruto said as he took position to watch Tazuna carefully. Tazuna smiled and sent the clones to different groups with men so they could help accordingly. As Naruto's clones were working, Naruto got up on a pillar and started to meditate. He let his chakra reach out and feel the area around him, and then he could feel it. The calming of nature around him, all the creatures and people, he could sense it. He could feel the hate and despair, but even love and happiness. Then Naruto got punched in the stomach by a clone. You gotta be careful, boss. You started to accept the nature energy and your body started changing. I don't want to risk anything because you're me, so be more careful, the clone said before leaving. Damn, I guess I'm right. Gotta be careful if I'm feeling emotions and more personal things. I've gone too far. All right, let's do this again, Naruto said before crossing his legs and closing his eyes. He placed his hands together and let his chakra move out into the world, once more feeling nature. Again he sensed people, but nothing more, thankfully. Naruto stretched out further, seeing how far he could reach, but then he felt her. Haku. Naruto thought before opening his eyes and standing up. Naruto made a clone to cover his spot and left, making sure Kakashi didn't see him leave, which is harder than it sounds. With that, Naruto set out to find the girl, hoping this time to change more for the better. There was a decent-sized clearing in the forest. It wasn't too big, but it was tiny either, just enough room to be hidden, but beautiful also. This is because it is one of the few areas the sun could actually shine on anymore. In the clearing was a meadow filled with all different varieties of plants and herbs. A young girl, no older than 13 or 14, was in the field carefully observing the plant life and picking what she needed out. It was late afternoon, and the girl seemed to be in a rush getting what she needed. She was grateful that she was alone, but then she heard her name. Haku, a voice said. The girl's head quickly popped up. She was looking around in every direction. Where had the voice come from? It confused her. She didn't know if she was hearing things or not. She slowly formed an ice sunbond just in case, then she felt a hand tap her right shoulder. She quickly acted and dropped low with a kick, aiming for the attacker's legs, hoping to knock her opponent down. Her leg was caught, and before she knew what happened, she was on the ground restrained. Haku, you don't know me, but I know you, and I'm here to warn you. She narrowed her eyes, but had no choice but to listen as she stared at the blonde boy who was in front of her. Take Zabuza and leave Gato. The man will betray you. I know of yours and Zabuza's predicament. You guys are actually the good guys trying to pay for a rebellion. Haku's eyes widened. How could this boy know so much? If you don't believe me, then tell Gato, because the day you guys go to fight the Konoha Nin on the bridge, Gato will send an army of cheap mercenaries to kill you guys while you're beaten and tired and cannot defend yourself. If you truly wish for Zabuza to gain his dream of overthrowing the Mizukage, then have him leave Gato now, and in 79 months' time come to Konoha. Asking for recruitment. Naruto stopped for a moment before he continued. I cannot promise anything, but it's better than running from bounty hunters. If you have any questions, unseal this scroll with Zabuza by you. There is one and only one Kage Bunshin in there. After you talk to it, dispel him by killing it, and I will regain his memories. Also, don't worry about your restraints. When I'm far enough away, they'll disappear on their own. Until next time, he said. He turned away to jump, but she spoke. How do I know I can actually trust you? I could have killed you at any moment, and we both know it. I don't want to hurt you if I don't have to. I understand why you're in Zabuza, and where you're coming from, and I wish to help you both with freeing you guys and with helping you overthrow Yagura, because what he's doing is evil and wrong. Now I need to go, and I'm surprised you're getting herbs. I didn't realize I hurt him that bad with my clones, Naruto said before disappearing. The girl widened her eyes when he said that. She knew the boy looked familiar, but couldn't quite place it until now. As soon as she was free from her restraints, she took off as fast as she could. I have to go see Zabuza right away. He has to know about this, she thought before quickly sprinting off towards Gato's compound. It didn't take long for her to get there, and once she did, she quickly jogged to her master's room. Once she was outside the room, she quickly regained her composure. Haku quickly walked inside the room. She quickly walked to Zabuza and shook him to wake him up. Zabuza, please wake up, this is urgent. Huh? Oh, it's you, what do you want? He said as he turned his head to look at the girl. While on the outside he was mean to her, he actually secretly cared for her, but he couldn't afford to be soft. If he was soft, she would die. I met a boy today. He was with the Konoha group. Is that all? You met a boy or what? Let me guess, you also have a crush also. If you have nothing important to report, leave me to sleep, Zabuza said before closing his eyes. He could have killed me if he wanted to, she said. This shook the tall man fully awake. Was it the blonde? He said with a voice that was cool and angry. Yes, and not only was he completely stronger than me, he was faster and more experienced. He took me down without even trying. Zabuza's eyes narrowed, but Haku wasn't finished yet. He's also highly adapted with seals. But that's not all. He knew my name. I didn't say a word to him, but he restrained me, knew who I was, and then said that Gato was plotting to overthrow us when we finally attacked the ninja group. He gave me this scroll with a Kage Bunshin of him in it. He said that when we have an answer to dispel this clone with said answer. She stopped, hesitating for a second. What else did he say? Zabuza demanded of her. He said he understands why you want to overthrow Yagura and is willing to help if he can. He knows Yagura is evil, she said to finish off. I see. What did he mean by answer? Answer to what? Zabuza asked. Haku quickly took out a scroll. Oh, sorry, yes. He said that if we wish, instead of attacking them, we could instead kill Gato and take his money for our rebellion. He also said to come to Konoha in 79 months and there will be job positions available. I don't know how, but he had so much information on us. He knows you're just trying to avoid Yagura until you get money for the rebellion. How you found me, everything. I don't know how, but for now I believe we should look into Gato, she said. I guess it wouldn't hurt too much. Make an ice clone and have it follow Gato secretly and to report back to you if the clone finds anything. For now, leave the scroll with the Kage Bunshin with me. I'll tell you what I plan on doing later. For now I need sleep and you need to get me more medicine. And with that he tucked away the scroll and went back to sleep. Hyo Bunshin no Jutsu, Haku whispered after going through a couple hand seals, and a clone out of ice started to form quickly in front of her. Follow Gato and see what you can find out. Report back to me when you get some news. If need be, go through his personal files when he's not around, she said as her clone nodded and disappeared into the shadows. The clone knew what she had to do, but in all honesty she didn't want to. She quickly and silently took off through the palace looking for the man. Ugh, it sucks to be a clone. It must be so nice being the original, but she's the boss, so I gotta make the best of this as I can while doing my job. Thank God I can actually have a personality unlike boss. She can be so uptight, the clone thought to herself as she found Gato fooling around with two girls close to her age. That's right, ladies, come here to your daddy. Yeah, that's right, you dirty fucking sluts, he said, not caring about the underage girls he had with him. Please just finish up, Gato-sama, one said, trying to hold back her tears as the other one was on her knees pleasing the man. Gato ignored her pleading and slapped her before grabbing the girl who was on her knees and forcing her to take all of him. The girl started choking and coughing, but Gato wouldn't stop or let up until he finally finished. The girl fell to the floor crying and coughing up the man's release, trying to get her breath back. Haku had to physically hold herself back from killing the man. They're part of his sex slave that he sells. The bastard. Gato had his way with the girls for another 2 hours while Haku was helpless to do anything. Well, not helpless, but it wouldn't be smart for her to do anything. While Gato was with them, though, they gave her time to enter the bastard's office and look through his documents. She did find a lot of interesting things, but nothing of great importance, except one thing: she found the code to his bank account. She quickly wrote it down and hid it in her pocket, before leaving to see if the bastard was done yet. "You bitch," the little fat man said as he slapped the women to the floor. "How dare you talk back to me," he said as he got red in the face. "I wasn't talking back. I just asked if we could take a break. My knees and back hurt so much," the woman said as tears rolled down her face as she just wanted the pain to end. "Just get the fuck out of here, you slut, and your sister too," he said as the two quickly grabbed what little clothes they had and left the room. "Fucking sluts, at least they served their use," the man said with a little gleam in his eye as he chuckled to himself, "and eventually I'll get that ice bitch too. I wonder how tight she is." At this point, the clone of Haku was livid. It was funny that even though she was a clone of her original self, she had so little control over her emotions, unlike her original self. All that mattered right now, though, was not killing this fat man. "If he ever tries to land a hand on me, I will make sure that he will not live long enough to see anything but his insides become his outsides." Gato, oblivious to the clone that wanted his death, proceeded to go to bed, and she stayed in her perch waiting for something more to happen. It was a quiet night, and she also went to sleep, but only for a few hours. She awoke to Gato getting ready for the day, aka she woke up to him yelling, "Wench, where the fuck are my clothes at?" the man said, angry his clothes for the day weren't ready yet. "I'm sorry, Gato-sama, here they are right here," a woman said as she set them down before quickly scurrying out of the room. The little businessman quickly put his suit on and then walked into the next room to get his work done for the day. Haku was bored having to watch the man, but still listened to each of his phone calls because you never knew what was important. It wasn't long before the fat bastard made a phone call that pissed her off even more. "I got about 30 girls here right now, a couple of cute teenagers, and the rest are some girls in their early 20s. He said with a grin. Haku didn't know what the other man was saying, but Gato seemed to like it. "All of them, you say? The price will be hefty, but if you're willing to come and get them, I'll give you a discount. I won't be able to get them to you. I'm having a little ninja problem, and as soon as I'm done using mine, I'll cut them free, if you know what I mean," he said with a snicker. Gato waited a few minutes as he listened to the other voice speak before talking more. "Exactly what I mean, he. As soon as they're done with, we can proceed business as usual," Gato said to the person on the phone with him. "How much do you want?" "Really that much?" "Okay, be here in 3 weeks and they'll all be ready." Yes, all 30 will be in the best use for you. I'll make sure no one touches them or uses them for you." "Okay, until next time." As soon as Gato hung up his phone, he giggled in joy before saying to himself, "That idiot is so overpricing these cheap whores, ha ha ha." The Haku clone learned what she needed and quickly threw some ice sunbon into Gato's neck, rendering the man unconscious. Honestly, she should have stayed longer to get more info, but she couldn't stand the man anymore, so she quickly picked him up and left to report to the original. As Haku was walking around the compound that they were staying in, she couldn't seem to find the original, so she went straight to Zabuza. It didn't take but a few minutes for her to reach the room where her master was in. She quickly opened the door and shut it loud enough to wake Zabuza. When he saw her and Gato, he narrowed his eyes, but let her speak. "I'm the clone, not the original. I'm not sure where she is, but I would assume out gathering more medicine for you. I found out what's going on. He does plan to end us after we fight the Konoha, and also, I insist you let me kill this scum," the clone said in a fit of fury, surprising Zabuza. "I thought you knew better than to show emotion." Zabuza was blunt. He sighed before continuing, "It's okay, I'll fix that later. For now, I'll wait until the real you gets back here so we can go about this the right way. Honestly, I still want to fight that Kakashi. I haven't had a real fight in ages." Zabuza said as he stretched his arms and sat up, feeling for himself. He was ashamed to say he hurt himself fighting that blonde brat. Well, I only have emotions because I'm a clone, so my personality changes a little bit. Not much, but enough for you to notice a difference. Also take this, she said, handing him a slip of paper. Those are the numbers to all his bank accounts along the coast, Haku said with a smirk. The man raised an eyebrow. He was surprised that she did this. Maybe he should reconsider on how he raises Haku. This clone was showing him a reason to let her enjoy the world more. With a soft expression he said, "Thank you for this information," Zabuza said before he decapitated the clone. Zabuza took the numbers and stored them in his pocket while he thought over what he needed to do. The previous day. As soon as Naruto gave Haku the last little bit of information, he left and headed back to the house. She's smart enough to not fight me, and she needs to get back to Zabuza anyway. Naruto thought as he approached the house. Naruto saw Sasuke outside training, and as usual Sakura fangirling like an idiot over him. Sasuke saw Naruto and glared at him as he walked by. "Who the hell do you think you are trying to be better than me? I'm a fucking Uchiha and he's a clanless nobody," the boy thought as he slammed his shaking fist into a tree nearby, cracking the wood a little bit. Naruto saw this and just kept on walking. He didn't feel like one-upping Sasuke on that day, or at least not yet. Naruto was about to go inside until he remembered he was supposed to be helping Kakashi. The boy quickly used a Shunshin to get away before the Cyclops could spot him. As soon as he got enough away, he quickly started to sprint towards the bridge so as to help the man out. "I should really learn to do my dad's Hiraishin correctly. That would really come to help me," the blonde thought to nobody. "I told you to learn back when, but knew you were already fast enough in my chakra cloak, and since you could levitate you figured there was no need to learn it. Sure, you learned a half-ass way to do it, but it would eat up all your chakra, so you didn't need it," Kamara said to him, waking up from his nap with a big stretch. "Oh, shut up you. I didn't think I would need it. Plus Sasuke could use his Rinnegan to travel long distances anyways, and if need be I could have him use that to help me get where I'm going, and when I could fly, I was easily fast enough to get where I needed to go. I didn't have the time to really learn it while being Hokage," he said back to his furry companion. He hurried to the bridge, picking up his pace, but when he got there, he was bored. Nothing happened, just business as usual. Tazuna was building his bridge, and the Kakashi and Naruto clone were keeping watch. "Where did you go?" A voice appeared behind Naruto said. The boy turned around quickly with a kunai before noticing that it was just Kakashi. "I had some personal business, and I'd rather not say, not yet at least," Naruto answered. Kakashi stared at Naruto carefully, neither moved as the man figured out what he would do next. "Damn it, Minato, he's too much like you and Kushina-senpai. I don't know what to do. I really should check and see what it is he did, but at the same time, he's loyal to the village. Or at least he seems that way. He wouldn't purposely hurt the village, would he? I wish you were still here, Sensei. I could really use your help on this." Kakashi verbally sighed. "You know I can pull rank on you," he said sternly. "Yes, that is true, but you won't," Naruto said with a smirk. "And why is that?" "Because you trust me, that and I saved your life with Zabuza, so you owe me," Naruto said with a grin as the man looked at before sighing again. "I don't know how you know me so well, but one day I will learn all of your secrets. For now I guess I'll do my duty to you and your parents and raise you to be a fine shinobi. Just this once I will let this slide, but for now watch the area and make sure no enemies attack the bridge," Kakashi said to him before they both split up to sweep the area. Naruto just made 20 clones and then walked up to Tazuna. "Hey old man, do you guys need any help with the heavy lifting? We could always use the extra help, but I don't know if you are cut out for the job, Naruto-kun. This job is for fully grown men and is very physically taxing," the man replied. "Did you forget? I'm a shinobi and I can make masses of clones of myself that can easily die and not be missed. Plus I'm a lot stronger than I look. Just tell me where to go and where to bring what," Naruto said with a cheerful smile. I'll start you off small for now then. If it's too much, just let me know, Tazuna said, and Naruto nodded before the man continued. Well, first we need more cement filling. Go grab the bags over there next to the piles of steel and bring it to that machine over there, Tazuna said as he pointed to the large machine that was pouring cement over the steel to give extra strength to the foundation of the bridge. Naruto made 3 clones who ran back and forth for the next 10 minutes, bringing every bag over to the machine while never tiring. For the rest of the day it was like that for Naruto and Tazuna. The old man would give Naruto jobs that would tire out any of his men, and the boy just kept going, putting everyone to shame. Kakashi watched from afar at this with a smile. Minato, God, he's just like you. Thank God he's like Kushina when it comes to fighting though. When he grows up I don't think anyone will be able to stand up to him. Kakashi thought to himself as he started to reminisce about being with his old team and the good times. When Kakashi finished reminiscing about his past, he saw the sun was going down and everyone was packing up to leave. Kakashi was surprised at how much got done though. You did good today, Naruto, Kakashi and Tazuna said at the same time, looking at the young boy in front of them who was busy meditating while his clones finished up their work. Naruto was busy trying to get a feel for the natural chakra that was constantly flowing around him. He knew this was dangerous without being at Mount Myaboku, but he needed to practice at least feeling it first. If he could feel it, then he could spend time getting used to the chakra, so when he did train to use it again, he can get it down faster, than work on expanding his use of Sennin chakra so he can use more clones and hold much more chakra like the first Hokage. Naruto suddenly felt 2 hands placed upon his shoulders, one on his right, the other on his left. He heard Tazuna and Kakashi tell him, "You did good today, Naruto," and he smiled. Naruto quickly let go of the feeling of nature and stood up. Anything to help you finish this bridge, Tazuna. I know how important this is, not just you for you, but everyone here, and wave. This made Tazuna smile in appreciation. You're a lucky kid. Your parents must be proud to have a kid like you, Tazuna said with a smile. The mood instantly changed and Tazuna caught hold of this, but didn't say anything as he didn't know what to ask. I don't know my parents, Naruto lied. I'm an orphan who was never adopted because everyone hates me, Naruto said as he started to remember the times from his childhood. He didn't know why, but for some reason this seemed to bother him. Naruto started to feel cold and sad. Remembering all the hate he had received, it felt brand new to him, and Naruto couldn't take it. He knew he had to be alone. I'm sorry, I can't do this. I have to go, Naruto barely managed to mumble out. Before Kakashi or Tazuna could stop him, Naruto ran. He discreetly dropped his gravity weights to give him more speed, and ran. Naruto didn't know what was going on or why he was feeling this way. So faster than Kakashi could react, he took off. Naruto was lucky he was almost as fast as Lee with his weights off. Naruto didn't know where he was going, but he was just running until he knew he was safe to let out his pain. He knew it wasn't good to bottle everything in, but he never knew his mentality could just crash on him. He hated this pain he was feeling. He just needed to be alone. He wanted to hurt something. The sky must have felt his emotions as the thunder started to clap and lightning flashed all around. He just had all this pain. He hated everyone and everything, but he hated himself also for how he felt. It just wasn't fair. Why should he get all of this hate from everyone? He was a good guy, so why did everything happen to him? It just didn't make sense, and he fucking hated it. He just had this fucking pit in his chest, and he didn't get why he had to be the one to go through all of this. He hated Sasuke because everyone fucking loved him, but then he hated himself for thinking that way because it isn't fair to everyone else. Naruto grabbed his head and screamed as he kept running. He just needed to get all of this pain out. He could feel his chakra getting more volatile, and he just unleashed it around him. It was pure wind chakra that flew out. It cut down trees, blew them away like a tornado, and just left a mess in its wake. Naruto ran for a couple more miles in no general direction, just full speed through the woods, not paying attention to where he was going. Before he could slow down or stop, the woods were gone and he was now running on open water, the ocean. Naruto just went with it because for some gut reason this felt right, and he was so emotional he couldn't think straight. Not even Kurama tried to say anything, not like he could. Naruto wouldn't let him form a connection. Naruto's eyes widened as he saw what was in front of him. No, 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 no. Shit! Naruto screamed as he was quickly swept underwater, the force of the water holding him underwater, Naruto's lungs burning for air as he fought what was trying to happen, but to no avail. He was kicking and screaming like a lost child, trying to force his way through the water, but he didn't even know at this point what direction he was going to. He was trying to force himself against the crashing waves. He didn't even know how far out he was. If anyone would find him, I can't die here. I have too much to live for, too much to stop. Save Sasuke. Hinataken. Naruto started to see black, but before he passed out someone grabbed him and then all was dark. The two walked into the house and solemnly the first said, "Don't worry about Naruto too much, Tazuna-san, you didn't know, and he just needs to be alone for now, if he's not home by tomorrow night. Then I will personally go find him." Kakashi told Tazuna. "Where's Naruto?" Sakura said smugly as she didn't see him enter the house, probably outside crying because he knows he's too weak to do anything. That was the line for Kakashi. Before Sakura could blink, she was on the ground as a humongous kai was being directed at her from none other than her sensei. "That is enough, Sakura. I'm tired of your bullshit. All you do is talk badly about your own teammate who puts in more effort than you and is stronger than both you and your precious Sasuke-kun. You are the weak link on this team, and maybe if you trained instead of being a weak bitch you could maybe make a decent shinobi. Naruto tells you this all the time, so how about instead of acting like a spoiled brat you train? If you can't even try to better yourself as a shinobi, then either quit or die. Remember when we were attacked by ninja on our way here? Who helped out? You? No, it was Naruto. You need to stop putting him down. Hell, even Sasuke trains. Him and Naruto both are strong. You could barely fight an academy student. You really need to reevaluate your life before you do die. Or worse even, you get someone killed for being in the way," Kakashi said, finishing his rant. Sakura broke out in tears, realizing everything her sensei said was right. She couldn't stand it and ran into a nearby room, locking the door. Kakashi sighed. He didn't want to be biased or even be that harsh, but she had to learn. He then looked up to Tazuna. "I'm sorry for my outburst, Tazuna-san." "Tsunami-san," Kakashi said solemnly. "No worries, Kakashi-san. She has been a bit of a spoiled brat the entire time she's been here, and honestly someone needed to give her a wake-up call. I think she needed to hear that," Tazuna said, speaking up before his daughter could defend the girl. "I honestly don't get why kids are training to be shinobi." "That's an easy answer, Tazuna-san. Back in the old times, before shinobi villages, there was a wearing time, clan versus clan, and anyone in the way would just die. In order to have stronger ninja, clans would train their children at a young age and send them into battle by the time they were 6. The tradition just kind of stuck around, except when villages were formed they trained the kids a little more and longer so they weren't young kids going into battle. Yes, they are still young, but at the same time, the average peak for a shinobi is 25, so they need to start young if they really want to be strong. That's why starting age at the academy for my village is 5 years old. But when kids graduate and are given a sensei, they aren't sent into life or death situations. They usually handle chores around the village to get teamwork down, and an occasional C rank to fight and or kill thugs. It's rare that a genin team, including this fresh out of the academy, are fighting real ninja who are of chunin and higher rank. It's practically unheard of. That's why I was harder on Sakura than I should have been, because she needs to learn now that if she doesn't step up her game she will die, or watch everyone around her die while she's helpless to do anything," Kakashi said, answering any question they could have asked. It was silent for a few moments as no one knew what to say. Everyone kind of just let what was said sink in and process before anyone said anything more. With a sigh, Tsunami finally got up. "I'm going to go start dinner," and without another word just left for the kitchen. Tazuna got up with a stretch and placed a hand on Kakashi's shoulder. "You're a good sensei. I believe you did the right thing, but make sure you help all of them the best you can. Don't just focus on one of them. Treat them as if they were your own and raise them right. Do that and I have no doubt things will work for the best." Kakashi nodded. "You're right. I have been favoring Kakashi made a clone to find Sakura and deal with her. I should go make sure Sasuke didn't kill himself, Kakashi said before he dismissed himself and headed outside into the storm to look for his student. Tazuna walked into the kitchen grabbing a 40 and opening it, happy he could help. He started to drink away the rest of the day as he smelled what his daughter was cooking. The man sat on the couch and for once enjoyed life. Naruto woke up, groggy as hell and not sure where he was. He looked around the room and noticed that he didn't know where the hell he was. The room he was in was pretty much destroyed, and the sky was artificially light. Naruto looked over and saw a man reading a book. The tall man looked vaguely familiar, but for the life of him Naruto couldn't say who he was. The man finally noticed him waking up. Uzumaki-sama, how nice of you to return to the world of the living. How was almost drowning, the enigma said to him. Naruto didn't even care about what the man said. He had questions. What happened? Where am I? Naruto asked, still confused about his certain predicament. He needed to know. Has Kushina-sama taught you nothing? You're home, Uzumaki-sama. This is the land of whirlpools. Or what's left of it from the war, he said with a half smile. How do you know my mother, and how do you know who I am? Naruto asked, his eyes sharpening as he took out a kunai and held it to the man's throat. Who the fuck are you? Naruto demanded of the man. Why me? I'm nobody important. I was your mother's servant before she left here years ago. How do I know who you are? Well, you see, you've been unconscious for about 3 days now, shit, and while I was waiting for you to wake up, I took a sample of your blood, and it matched positive to Kushina-sama's. As for how you got here, well, while running towards the whirlpools you forgot to turn off your chakra, and so the whirlpools that protect this country saw you as an enemy and tried to pull you to your death. The man said as Naruto had sat back down, he realized he was still holding a kunai and quickly put it up. So you knew my mother? Naruto asked him. Yes, I did, even if only for the first 8 years of her life. She was wonderful to have around, such a temper though, but the way you phrased that question. Has something bad happened to Kushina-sama? The man asked, a little panicked. Naruto didn't know how to put it, so he just said it. She and my father both died the day I was born. Naruto said, she was protecting her new home. If it wasn't for their sacrifice, my home would be gone and I wouldn't be here. When the man heard that Kushina had died, he broke down. After a few moments though, he quickly regained his composure and apologized for his outbreak. I'm sorry, I had no idea that had happened. I'm also sorry for your loss, but then you don't know about your lineage. The man said, shocked. What lineage? All I know is that I'm one of the last Uzumakis alive. Not many of us still out there after the second Shinobi War. And what is your name? Why won't you tell me it? My name is Naruto. Now what's yours? Naruto demanded of the mysterious man in front of him. All will come in time, but first let me ask you, do you know the Sage of Six Paths? Old Man Sannin? Yeah, I've heard of him and stuff. My village has some stories about him, mostly legends and whatnot. Naruto answered, almost slipping up. Okay, well, as you may know, the sage had 2 sons, and us Uzumakis are the descendants of Azura. That's why we keep so close to the Senju. What most people don't know was that the first Uzumaki was the child of a Senju and Uchiha. People think that it's just a Senju who married some no-named clan person, but no, the combination of both Senju and Uchiha blood made our people, but there are 2 types of Uzumakis. Purebloods and half-bloods. When he said this, Naruto looked at him, confused by what he meant. Think of it like the branch family of the Hyuga. The half-bloods are slaves to the purebloods, but don't worry, it's not as bad. It just depends on who's in charge. But look at us now, just 2 of us left. Or at least for now, just 2 of us. There may be more, but you are the last pureblood, because before you it was just Kushina. When our country was attacked, a lot of the civilian half-bloods ran, but who know how many actually made it? If there's anything else you wish to know about our clan, feel free to ask. I will answer to the best of my knowledge. The man said to Naruto, who was now taking it all in. So that would explain the prolonged life, insane chakra, and healing rates that the Uzumaki are known for. Naruto thought to himself, putting together the Uchiha and Senju bloodline. Yes, this is all making sense to me now. I knew something about the Uzumaki were off. I remember now why only the Uzumaki could hold me. It's because they are a mix of both Uchiha and Senju. Because alone neither could hold me. Control me in some way, yes, but hold me like father did with the Jubi. No. Kurama said. Since you are my servant, as weird as that may be, I have an important question, no more avoiding it. Tell me your name. Naruto commanded of the man. If you wish, but there really is no need to know. My name should hold no meaning to you, but my name is Erashir Uzumaki. Erashir answered, finally giving Naruto clarity on who he was. Thank you, Arashizan. You might think that it holds no meaning to me, but it does. I wish to know it because I don't want you as a slave, but a friend, servant, or not. We are family and you are my friend. Naruto said with a smile. Naruto's face turned to horror. Wait, you said I was unconscious for 3 days? Naruto said, panicked, before the man nodded. Okay, I need your help. Take me to Wave Country now. We need to get there as fast as possible, less than a day's travel. Naruto said as Erashir nodded. Okay, and before we leave, I wanted to ask you, which do you hold? I know you have a bijou in you from the seal on your stomach, so which one is it? Erashir asked as Naruto got his things together. Kurama, number 9, Naruto said as he finished putting his stuff and seals on him and rushed to the door. Now show me the way out of here. Naruto said as they quickly left the ruins of his home, not seeing the horror on Arashi's face at hearing what bijou was in his master. Meanwhile, has anyone found him, damn it? Kakashi said as Sakura and Sasuke sat in front of their sensei, the anger on his face very clearly hiding the worry he had for the missing boy. Usually the two could care less where Naruto was, but it had been 3 days and he took off in the middle of a storm. Plus it was a mission and not even Kakashi's dog summons could find him. It's like he just disappeared. No, sensei, they both said, Sakura trying to hold back the fear in her voice. Sasuke's voice though was just emotionless, nothing behind it, empty and lost. Why do I feel like this? It's like that time before. I feel so insignificant and weak. Like there's nothing I can do. Sasuke's face turned hard before he slammed his fist into the ground. God damn it, he thought to himself, though his face showed just enough emotion for Kakashi to see that this was also bothering the boy. I'm not gonna let this shit happen again. No way in hell am I gonna lose someone important to me anymore, not like before, he said angrily before Kakashi could stop him. Sasuke bolted out the front door trying to find Naruto. Sasuke-kun. Sakura said, slightly worried as the boy left surprisingly. She got up as if to go follow him before she was stopped by Kakashi. No, let him be. He needs to do this for himself. Kakashi bit his thumb. Kuchios no Jutsu, he said, quickly summoning a small dog. Pakin, make sure Sasuke doesn't get hurt. Help him find Naruto, Kakashi said as the dog nodded before taking off. Sakura, you're coming with me. We need to keep watch of Tazuna. It won't be long before Zabuza is ready to fight. He might already be, Kakashi said as she nodded, and they quickly leapt to the trees to get to the bridge. Kakashi knew the truth though. Zabuza was ready to fight now. He wasn't sure why the man was waiting, but the longer he waited the better. Kakashi and Sakura quickly got to the bridge and were glad to see everything was fine. Kakashi left to go check the perimeter and make sure no one was coming, while Sakura went to watch everyone work, while staying close to Tazuna. Good afternoon, Sakura-san, the old man said to her as he watched the young girl approach him. Where's Kakashi-san? Shouldn't he be here with you in case of an attack? The man added worriedly, knowing that the young kunoichi was weak compared to her team. Don't worry, he's close by, he's just checking the perimeter to make sure no one's here. We're coming here, Sakura said with a smile, ending the conversation. Or at least trying to. Any luck finding young Naruto-kun? Tazuna asked worriedly, missing the young ball of energy. It's not the same without him here. The man's voice dropped, saying that, clearly sad to not have Naruto there. Sakura's face actually changed slightly at hearing her blonde teammate's name. Nothing yet. His trail went cold due to the storm masking his scent. All we know is that he was heading through the forest towards the ocean, but then nothing, it's like he just disappeared. There was a spot that was destroyed. Kakashi said it was done by a ninja, but we don't think it was Naruto. We don't really know what it could have been or who. Sakura was conflicted. She didn't know what to feel about her teammate. On the one hand, he was a part of Team 7 and made things fun, even if he was loud and annoying, but then she saw how Sasuke acted when they found out he was missing. Something inside him snapped. She's never seen him like this, and she can't tell if he's worried or scared or both. Normally she wouldn't care about her blonde teammate, but for some reason now that he's gone, she just can't stop thinking about him, and can't stop thinking about the worst. Well, hopefully he'll be found soon. It really isn't the same without him here. Everyone misses him, plus he really helped us speed up production by 2 weeks just from one day of helping out. He is a really good person, and a strong worker. Everyone here misses him. Tazuna said, sighing as he thought about the boy. Sakura was surprised. She didn't know Naruto had done so much. She wasn't even sure how he did so much. It would take a lot of people to make that much progress in just a few short hours. Who is Naruto? She thought to herself curiously, now starting to realize that she didn't actually know anything about him. Sakura shook her head, getting rid of thoughts about her blonde teammate. Wait. Why do I even care about that baka? He's nothing compared to Sasuke-kun. Knowing him, he probably got hurt fighting a cat and ran away. Sakura thought to herself, getting more deluded by her Sasuke-kun. She continued to think about the Uchiha, not noticing her sensei walk up behind her. Sakura-san, the masked man said, startling the girl out of her daydreams. Yai sensei? She asked, still a little jumpy from not even sensing the man walk up to her. Why are you daydreaming instead of watching our client? He asked her calmly as the girl started to stutter her answer out. I'm sorry, sensei, I just got lost in my thoughts was all, she said with her head hanging low. You better have been thinking of a way to get Naruto back, and not about Sasuke, he said calmly, but Sakura could hear the malice hidden beneath his words. The two stayed silent and went about their duties for the day, whereas Sasuke was hot on Naruto's trail. Hopefully. The boy thinks he was at least. Sasuke, not seeing the dog behind him, slowly catching up, stopped at the ground, tears threatening to fall. God damn it. Why do I care so much? I need to only hate, so why does he being gone fuck with me so much? The boy thought to himself, not knowing what to do. A tear slowly fell down his cheek and he slams his fist into a tree nearby, his fist getting stuck in it for a second before he forced it out, cutting his hand. Why, goddamn it? No, I won't let Itachi do this to me. I will be better than that. I will find Naruto and I won't let Itachi or anyone hurt the ones I care about. I won't let the people who are my new family die again for fucking nothing. The Uchiha screamed to himself as he kept slamming his fist into the tree, not noticing the slight change in the world around him. He stood up and wiped away his tears from his eyes, clearing them. From this moment onward, my team is my family. And I will do anything to stop them from dying, and I will kill Itachi, Sasuke decided before standing up straight and continuing his path. Hey kid, Pakin called out, Sasuke quickly turning around, pulling out a kunai. Sasuke was confused until he saw a dog. With a Konoha headband? Who are you and where did you get that headband? Sasuke demanded. I'm Kakashi's personal summon. He told me to catch up with you and help you. First, do you have anything of the boys? I can try to track him up to where he disappeared, the dog said. Sasuke, still suspicious, pulled out a scroll with Naruto's jacket in there. Of course he would never admit why he had that. Pakin sniffed the jacket for a few seconds and then sniffed the air. Ugh, this is gonna be hard. His scent is barely even here anymore, but follow me, it'll be slow travel unless the scent gets stronger, the dog said as the two got on the ground and started to walk in the direction of where the boy went. The two had been slowly walking for about an hour, much to Sasuke's annoyance, before something happened. What the hell? Pakin yelled before he quickly jumped out of the way. It was brief, but the dog and Uchiha had seen it, Naruto, and some strange man had just flown right past them. Oh fuck me, Pakin said as Sasuke quickly took off in pursuit. Naruto Sasuke yelled as he chased the boy down. Now Naruto had been having a very long and annoying day. He woke up from a coma, found a family he didn't know existed. Now Sasuke had appeared out of nowhere and already had the Sharingan. Son of a bitch, he muttered as he slowed to a stop, Erasure also stopping. Sasuke, what are you doing out here? And Pack, why is there a dog with you? Naruto said as he saw Pakin for the first time in a long time. Where the hell have you been? Sasuke yelled, throwing a punch. Before either could see what had happened though, Sasuke was flying into a tree and Erasure was in front of Naruto. Don't you dare lay your filthy Uchiha hands on Naruto-sama, the man said as he stared down Sasuke with pure disgust. Erasure, stand down, I can handle myself against Sasuke, anyways he's my teammate. So he's allowed to hit me, unfortunately, Naruto said with a laugh. Sasuke, get up, we need to go get Kakashi Sensei and unfortunately Sakura-san also before I tell you anything, Naruto said. No one had noticed, but Pakin had left. He didn't really care and reversed summoned himself back to the dog world. His job was to trail Sasuke, and since the boy found Naruto, the dog had no more reason to stay around. We're not going anywhere until you tell me where you've been, damn it, Sasuke said as he started to feel a mix of emotions that he hadn't felt ever. Or at least not for a very long time. Sasuke, there's plenty of time to talk once we're with everyone else, so let's go, Naruto said as he turned to take off. Sasuke wasn't a patient man, so he charged Naruto, grabbing his shoulder, pulling him back, and went to throw a punch, but was countered by Naruto, who slid the other boy's arm downwards and brought his knee up to Sasuke's stomach, making the Uchiha cringe and fall to the ground gasping for air. Erasure, stay out of this, I won't need your help, Naruto said as he looked down at his comrade. Now either get your ass off the ground and fight me for real or follow me back to Kakashi, either way you aren't going to learn anything until we get with everyone. I do not like repeating myself. So either run back like a ninja or get carried back after I kick your ass, Naruto said as Sasuke stood up. Naruto knew it would be simpler to just tell Sasuke everything now, but he really didn't want to tell everything twice. This is just easier. Plus he wanted to mess with the boy. He already had the Sharingan, so not much else he could do now but hope for the best. What you did was a fluke, but you won't be able to hit me. Sasuke was cut off as Naruto's fist was suddenly shoved into his gut, deep as Naruto twisted his arm before doing a cartwheel kick to the boy's face, knocking Sasuke back 10 feet into a tree. Sasuke started to bleed a little from a busted lip before he quickly got up and shot off his infamous fireball jutsu. It took him no less than 5 seconds to fly through the hand seals and protrude a fireball from his lips in the direction of his teammate. Naruto merely rolled his eyes as he quickly rolled through a couple hand signs. Also, wind style, great breakthrough jutsu, Naruto said as his jutsu more than overpowered Sasuke's, making the fire jutsu reverse directions and increase in power and size. Sasuke gawked when he saw what happened before quickly running away from the blazing inferno as he valued his life. He quickly dodged the fireball but was met with Naruto's fist in his face. Before Sasuke could defend himself though, Naruto quickly turned his body and slammed his foot down onto Sasuke's head, knocking the boy down to the ground. Sasuke struggled to get up, his Sharingan still active. He saw Naruto coming again, but knew he was too slow to stop the boy. Hell, he was seeing double. Naruto brought his foot up like he was kicking a football and slammed his foot into Sasuke's face, rendering him unconscious. Naruto tossed the boy to Erasure. The man caught the boy with one hand, barely carrying, and tossed him on his shoulder. Carry the Uchiha for me while we return to camp, please, Naruto said as he ran his fingers through his hair, knowing that he'll have to explain to Kakashi why he kicked Sasuke's ass again. Naruto sighed and the two took off again towards Tazuna's house, moving faster to make up for lost time. God, so much is going to change now, but whatever, it's just another obstacle for me to overcome. You know what though? Fuck it, I'll change the future, I don't care anymore, everything's going by too slow and I can do this, I just need to be careful, Naruto thought as his eyes showed a determination that he hasn't had in a long time as he started moving faster towards his team. Erasure, Naruto called back, getting his companion's attention. Hi Naruto-sama? Are you proficient in Kenjutsu? Naruto asked, needing confirmation. I am okay with it, but nowhere near the mastery that Kushina-sama was. Why do you ask? Did you want me to teach you, Erasure asked the child in front of him. Just teach me what you know. From there on I'll figure it out, Naruto said. Erasure smiled at the boy. As you wish, Naruto-sama, the man said while he thought to himself, it will be a pleasure teaching you all I know, Naruto-sama. Maybe this time I can protect my loved one since Whirlpool holds nothing for me. Sakura, do you sense that? Kakashi asked his student as they sat at Tazuna's house with the man. No, sensei. What is it? Is it Sasuke? She asked, hopeful. Yes, Sasuke, and Naruto, Kakashi said, making it clear Naruto was also important, but there's also someone with them. Be on alert, we might have to fight, and this stranger has Jounin-level chakra. Kakashi said as he quickly grabbed his stuff and ran out back. Kakashi-sensei. Sakura, I'm back and I brought someone with me, Naruto quickly said when he saw Kakashi was ready for a fight. I also have a lot to tell. You guys. Kakashi saw the man holding Sasuke but sensed no ill will coming from the man. He looked towards his blonde student and nodded as they proceeded into the house. Before anyone could say anything, Kakashi led everyone upstairs into a more private part of the house. Okay, now that we are alone, first things first. Why is Sasuke unconscious? Kakashi asked as Erasure just tossed the boy on the ground to where Sakura instantly ran to his side. Hey! Be more careful with Sasuke-king, you bastard, Sakura said while staring down the man. Shut up, little girl, I only listen to Naruto-sama and no one else as he is the last of a lost bloodline, Erasure said, confusing everyone around except Naruto. Naruto sighed and said, okay, before anything starts, can someone wake up Sasuke? Kakashi, could you also hold him back? He's still pissed, most likely because I knocked him out. Sakura was about to retort, not believing what Naruto said, but was stopped when Kakashi grabbed her arm and gave her a glare. She reluctantly shut her mouth as Kakashi proceeded to wake up Sasuke the old-fashioned way. Swift punch to the nads. Sasuke quickly jumped up, grabbing the only part of him that made him a man before quickly glaring at Kakashi. Yo, the man said, not caring in the slightest. Now that everyone's awake, full attention to myself, Naruto and Naruto's friend. Kakashi said with some more seriousness, mostly put towards the Uchiha and fangirl who listened to him. Now Naruto, from the beginning please. Well, when I left the other night, I was mainly just mad and wanted to clear my head, so I sprinted off towards the ocean side, not intentionally, but that's where I was headed towards. I was going too fast and wasn't paying attention to the storm, so my body got caught in the current when I flew onto the water, which led to me being pulled into the destroyed country of my clan, Yuzu no Kuni. I should have died even with my furry friend helping me, Naruto pointed out to Kakashi, whose single eye widened for a second. But Erasure here saved my life and took care of me until I could move again. Then when I woke up I found out about my mom from him, and he went on to explain my lineage and how important I am. I'm actually related to Sasuke, very distant as it may be I am. I'm also related to the Senju. I think Erasure here can explain it better. Naruto said, letting the man take over. Okay, well, let me start with a simple question. Do you guys know about the Sage of Sixth Paths? Erasure asked, but by the confused looks on all three faces he quickly got his answer. I'll take that as a no. Well, the sage was the creator of all chakra. He is known as the man who saved the world from a creature so dangerous it's lost in legend. The sage had two sons, Indra Uchiha and Ashura Senju. Now the Uzumaki come into play because the Uzumaki family is the offspring of both a pure-blooded Uchiha and Senju. After a while the Uzumaki family became like the Hyuga, as in how they are split, with there being pure-blood Uzumaki and half-blood. How this came about I'm still not sure, as not much of our lineage isn't known anymore due to the Second Shinobi World War. But the half-blood loyally serves the purebloods till our last breath, not because we are forced to, but because we are here to help our family prosper and survive. We used to be the most feared clan in all of the nations because our clan by itself was big enough to be a country, which we were, and every ninja were seal masters. Even the weakest of civilians could use Fuin Jutsu efficiently, making us feared. We were allied with Konoha. In fact, if not for us, your village wouldn't be near as strong as it is in defense, because our country helped make defensive seals for you. The swirl on your flak jackets is our country's symbol. It was used to symbolize the closeness of our two nations. But anyways, I have gotten off track a bit. The Uzumaki are related to both the Uchiha and Senju and can actually have the ability to unlock powers from both sides, but seeing as how Naruto doesn't have the Sharingan, we can conclude he can't unlock it. Sasuke smirked hearing this, glad that the dope couldn't unlock his family heirloom. But the Uzumaki have been gifted with the ability to learn Fuin Jutsu easier, like how the Uchiha can learn Fire Jutsu easier. It's genetic. They also have prolonged life, extreme chakra reserves, and a healing factor. Also, whatever affinity they have, they will have an easier time learning it due to the Uchiha blood in them. It's actually amazing the Uzumaki were brought down, but then again it took the combined efforts of 3 countries just to almost destroy our clan. Erasure finished. Everyone in the room was at awe and didn't know what to say. It took a few minutes for all the information to sink in fully. Finally someone spoke. So Naruto is a pure blood then? Kakashi asked, trying to understand better. From how you call him Sama and respect him even though you barely know him makes me think that you are a half-blood and he is a pure blood. Kakashi finished. You are correct, like his mother Kushina-sama. Naruto here is a pure-blood Uzumaki, or at least carries enough of the blood for it to be more dominant even though his hair is blonde and not red. With the pure blood in him, he has power to do just about anything. Erasure answered the man. So what exactly is the difference between the two? A pure-blood and half-blood. Sakura spoke up before Kakashi could ask. He was actually surprised the girl asked. But then again she was book smarts, so knowing more information could come in handy. Or be the death of her if she were to be in the wrong hands. A pureblood holds more chakra naturally than the half-bloods. They are also the only kind of Uzumaki that can hold the Kyuubi no Kitsune. People foolishly thought any Uzumaki could hold them. In reality we had a large handful of purebloods, so really any of them could hold it. The half-blood doesn't have the energy to hold the Kyuubi. Erasure stated as Sakura soaked in the information, along with everyone else. Purebloods also have an easier time learning harder jutsus. They can also learn how to use our bloodline jutsu easier, the adamantine chains. Kakashi's single eye widened hearing this. He remembered Kushina using these chains and being quite deadly with them. With the right training, Naruto could control the Kyuubi with these chains if what Kushina told him was true. Erasure continued talking, paying no attention to Kakashi. Also learning Fuin Jutsu and making new ones will come easier to him once he learns the basics. Naruto rubbed the back of his head as Sasuke and everyone else looked at the boy. He's already proven himself with seals so far. Now it made sense to them, even if it seemed unusual and honestly kind of unfair. He was born to be a prodigy, to be a king of a now-dead society. He was born practically a prince, but with no clan he was prince of no one, just like Sasuke. The world just got a whole lot bigger to everybody. Is there anything else you wish to know? Erasure asked, more than willing to answer their questions. No, I believe that's all. Thank you, Arashison. Everyone go to bed, we're in for a long day tomorrow, Kakashi said, sending everyone to bed.
That's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on my other social media accounts. Anime God here, and I'm signing off.